Jump around and make that joyful sound. Come on, it is right now. Jump around and make that joyful All right, DJ. Y'all give it up for the DJ. You gotta give it up for the DJ Mobile. Shout out to Rose. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to the ANC. Mr. Cummings, all the supporters. Let's support peace and freedom and liberation for Liberia. I thank you so much. If you would like some flags, I have some flags for sale there. Let's support Liberia Hughes and look out for Acabullium, the blockchain solution there. Peace and blessings.
Thank you so much. Let's hear it for Putu. Yeah, there'll be dancing, there'll be joy. Because this is a time of promise. The transformation of Liberia, he's going to drag Liberia into the 21st century. So that when we stand as Liberians among the comity of nations, we can be proud because we do have our critical infrastructure. Jobs, our young people would not be riding keke and finding, no, they still get riding keke to get around with that. There's nothing wrong with that, yeah. But they will do something productive, more productive. Because he believes that creating good paying jobs fuels the economy. I mean, that's his background, that's his training. The hope is that when the Cummings government takes over, there will be real investment in agriculture, food security, feed my people. Healthcare. A healthy nation is a wealthy nation. No health, no wealth. Even the great United States experienced that. Whole world experienced that just a couple of years ago. And it's so clear, without health, nothing. That's why but he healed, he restored them. He believed that a healthy person, he gave them the tools to become a wealthy person. Corruption, fraud, waste, abuse, broad daylight. They say we die suffering, we die seeing those kind of things. Walk away with impunity. It's like they take the bread from your children's mouth and sit there while they hunger. And they eat the chicken and crack the bones and right in front of you. I'm not the messenger, doctor. I'm just preparing you because tonight he would share and continue to share that vision that he shared with Liberians in 2017, but like the Bible is replete with examples that even when they're telling them the truth, the people don't even hear. But this is time for us to listen. Because that train has left the station. Six more years. Liberia deserves better. You deserve better. You see, I listened to a guy the other day, he was saying that corruption, fraud, the lack of opportunity anywhere in the world discourages talent. He says all the talent does is the talent gets a passport, get on a train, a plane, a boat, or even walk and go somewhere where the talent is rewarded. A talent sitting in this room. And some of us know how we got here. But that story can change. Because we know that the ANC leader has a story to tell. From point 4 to the number 2 man, Fortune 500. When he left Coca-Cola, I think they were 62 or so. Ranking. Millions, billions of dollars managed. Ain't still 1 cent one day. Billions. We're talking about hundreds of thousands and millions, and they feeding at a trough. But that's old news because you all know. But tonight we can rewrite the story because we all can get together and write one pink slip. And to do that, we need to make sure that we get folks to go out, register to vote. That's just the first part. They gotta get out and vote. But we're not gonna get ahead of ourselves. If you need a drink, don't forget we got drinks in the back. No adult beverages here tonight. So, at this time, we would like to call on Emanuela. Or before we get there, we'll talk about the auction, right? It's time for us to. Everybody got a paddle? If you got your paddle, just wave it in the air like you really, really care. Yeah. Grab your paddles, please. Yeah. Let's raise our paddles in the air. Now, I believe that you probably did go through the exhibit hall and we have 9 items that we will be asking you to bid on. I was watching something on the on YouTube, the Soul de Mona Lisa, the one which was this one that Angelo did by mistake, so never finished it. $10 million. When it was first sold, it was less than 200-300. That was 100 years ago. So tonight you can buy something of value that you can probably pass on to your children, your great-great-grandchildren. Tonight you can pass Liberia, better Liberia, to your children, your great-great-grandchildren. And by doing that, first you need to help support the cause. So I asked the DJ to play an interlude of music while to make sure that we get all the items that you saw in the exhibit hall. I think we're bringing them in so that we can start the auction. Take something home, because tonight is special. Just for ground rules for the auction. At first, I think they considered doing a silent auction because I believe that some of you guys don't want to. I think I'm getting the feedback here. Yeah. So some people don't want to publicly display a benevolence. We understand that. But we want you to do that today because that will encourage others to do that so that we'll be able to pass on that Liberia that we all dream about. In fact, the Liberia that we lived in before, so we can be able to restore it and pass it on to generations yet unborn. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to bring the items in. You see what you like. You raise your pallet. And we're going to be doing the bidding in increments of 20s. So the first item we'll bring in. And then when, but somebody said, well, I need to change it the other way? Oh, okay. Now, if some of you been to the car dealership, to the auction, okay, you're going to get that kind of thing. No, we're not doing that. Yeah, that kind of fast talk. They have a whole school for that. I didn't have the opportunity to go to that one. No, really. So we're going to do it the way they do it at the Christie's house. Yeah. The guy politely leans at the podium and he looks like around like this and say, yes, 150. Do I hear 160? 160. Every time you're going to go 200? Okay, so then you just raise your paddle and leave your paddle raised so that if you win the bid, someone will come so that we can consummate the sale. And I believe we have Cash App, we have Zelle, we'll take the dollar bill too. This one is by the artist, Wilma Stryker. Give her a hand. We wanted to take it real slowly. I said increments of 20. They want us to do increments of 50. So this one is an African art You saw in the exhibit hall, and our starting bid would be 150, 150. Do I hear 200? 200, 200. Do I hear 250? 250. I see 209 has a 200, but at 200, I saw the pastor parked from 200. 200 would take it, but we need 250. If I hear 250, we're prepared to give it to anyone that comes up with 250. 250. 250. I see 250. Don't be shy. 250. 250 for this beautiful African art. 250. Yeah, 250. Put your paddle up. 250. Do I hear 300? Do I hear 300? 300. 300. 300. No, we only can go forward, Pastor. Forward ever, backward never. Yeah. 300. 300. After that, pray for me. 300. 300. 300. 300 gone once, gone twice, sold for 300. Give Pastor a hand, y'all. 300. 300. The African art, 300. Yeah. Okay. Well, you want to bring everything?
Yeah.
So you pass, you walk by it.
No, just to see what it is and then go.
Yeah, 300. No, we'll bring it one at a time. Later, it's not all art though. It's not all art. This one.
Are there any more?
Ah. This art again is Welma Stryker handiwork. She is one of Liberia's consummate artists. Rare. In fact, she left here, went home, spent some time with the local artists in Liberia, over a year, training. And then she came back, and she's able to put all this embossment and her creativity is beyond marvel. And this one, bidding starts at 200. This will look pretty nice in the fellowship hall. So do I hear 250? Do I hear 250? Do I hear 250? 250. Do I hear someone with 300 can take it home tonight? 250. Do I hear 300? 300 to 148. 300. Dior is the executive director of the Liberian Association of Metro Atlanta. No, I know it's personal. But the pastor just looked over, and I'm sure that you're probably pushing him to go to 350. Well, I hear 350. 350. 350. Evans doesn't have a pile. There we go. Okay, so okay. Just making sure. 350. Do I hear 350? 350.
Oh boy.
350, 209, 350. Do I hear 400? Do we hear 400? 350. We could sell this for 400 tonight, and you could be the one taking it home. Do I hear 400? 351. 350 twice. Sold 350. Give them a hand, yeah. Yeah. Okay, now we got a big one. I got a big one.
They got a nice African.
You see, I think somewhere when Jesus talked about Lazarus, like I think that's what Mark passage again. He says that go to their homes and sit in the eats of our friends. When you sit and sup with someone, it's an intimate, personal experience. So we give you an opportunity for $500. You can have dinner with an SB. $500. You decide where. You want to have dinner here, you want to have dinner in Liberia, you want to have dinner in any of the 7 continents, it's up to you. $500. Just get there and tell him where, he will be there. $500 to sup with the SB. 500.
Go all your questions.
$500 going once to have a dinner or lunch with the standard bearer, Alexander Cummings. 500. 550 in the back. 550 in the back. 550. That's 114. 550 going once. Do I hear 6? Do I hear 600? You see, over dinner, you can have the opportunity to pick his brain, see into his mind, and guess what? You can tell him what your vision of Liberia can be. 550. I believe all of us have drink. 600. 600. 600. I see 600 once. Then do I see 650? I see 650 in the back. 650. 650. This is $1 million dinner. 650. 650. 657. Do I hear $700? Just raise your paddles for 700. 700. 700. Do I hear 700? No, I hear still 700. 700. 750. Is there a 750? For 750, 750, 750 in the back, 750. Do I hear 800? Do I hear 800? Do I hear 800 to sit with Alexander B. Cummings and have dinner? 8. Where am I? 800? 800. 800. Where my secretary is? 800. 800. 800. You determine, you decide 850. 850. You determine when and where he'll be there. 850. Going once. Do I hear 9? 850. Do I hear 9? 900. 900. 900. 900. Private dinner. 900. 900. It could be anything. You want to eat the dinner in Africa, it could be tabaki. You want to go to Asia, it will be the sushi. You want 950. 950. I see 950. I see 950. We're approaching 1,000. Let's do it for 1,000. Let's do it for 1,000. 1,000 in the back. Paddle number 125. 1,000. Do I hear 1,050? Do I hear 1,050? 1,050. 1,050. Private dinner. 1,050. 1,050. 1,000. 1,100. 1,100. 1,100. 1,100. Yeah, we can go anywhere and have that dinner. Any continent you want. Just get there. We'll be there. Yeah. 1,100. 1,100. 1,100. 1,100 going once. 1,150. 1,150. 1,150. 1,150. Do I hear 1,150? Or are you waiting for 1,200? I see 1,200. Yeah, do I hear 1,200? Because we got 1,150 here. We're looking for 1,200. 1,200. 1,200. Going once. 1150. 1200. 1200 in the back. 1200. 1200. Yeah. 1200. 1250. 1200. 1200 going once. 1200 going twice. 1200. Do I hear 1250? 1250. 1200 going once. 1200 going twice. Sold for 1200 to the lady in back in the back. Yeah. 1250. Okay. All right. Now, this is some serious gown. As you know, this is woven from traditional Liberian cloth and an outer skirt in the front. You wear this, you go anywhere, they call you chief. Yeah, they call you bossman. Yeah. If you go to Graver land, they call you Dobyo, Boya. Yeah. This is regal. Start with change. $200. $200. Minimum bid 200. Do I hear 250? 250. 250. This gown was flown all the way. 250. Title number 190. All the way from Liberia. And right here, in this heritage set. If you don't have one of these in your wardrobe, then you need to stop thinking. My country really a son of the soil. And if you don't have one of these, you gotta then start thinking. This could be your future. You could be a king. In your own domain. 300, do I hear 300? 250 still standing. 250 still standing. What the seller's for? You can take it home for 300. 300, 250 once. 250, 300. 300. 300. And in fact, it doesn't come with a hat for 300. We're decapitating this. With the hat is 350. 350 with the hat. 350. There we go, 350. So we need 400. And don't forget, all money's raised. It's going to voters registration campaign. We need to get out there and educate people and tell them the power of the vote. 350. Is 400 too much to ask? Is 400 too much to ask? 350, 400. 400. 400 for this gown from Liberia. With the hat. 400. 400 going once. 400 going twice. Sold to power 190. Give them a hand, y'all. We got a few more items left to go. And let's see what we have now. Okay. Now I just want you to look on the screens on the wall. Because when I saw it, you'd be in a bag. 3 nights. Western Villa Resort Spa. They treat you like the, especially when you got this gown on, they treat you like the king you really are. A vacation package to Cancun. 3 nights. Western Ocean Resort Villa. All expenses paid? Huh. Wow. $825. Minimum bid. Minimum bid, $825. You can take a look at the images of where you could be hanging out between September 28th to October 1st.
But two to increase it. So if the bill go to 5 or 8,000.
Yeah, come on. Yeah. Yeah. Come on, you take your significant other with you and tell them that you were out here tonight and you thought about getting away with her somewhere special. Oh, him. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I just buy it as the only and stuff. Okay, you can buy this for your husband too. You could be going for places.
October.
Go to Cancun. 850 on bid. Do I hear 825? 825. 825. 875. Now you're having to challenge my man. I gotta be going 50 increment, but okay, 875. 875. 875. The next would be what? 925. Do I hear 925? Do I hear 925? Do I hear 925? Or am I just dreaming? Yes, that's a dream indication. 925, or are we going to let it go for 875? 875 on the floor. 875 on the floor. 875 on the floor. The clock is running down. 875, do I hear 925? 925 once. 825. 825. A lot of times it looks like you got this going. 825. You got everybody just locked down. 825. 875 once. 875 twice. 875 sold. $875. Okay. Now what do we got going? Okay, the African wood basket. Now.
Yeah, that one nice.
This. Yeah.
1 million.
All right. We're going to bring this in case you pass by. This is a basket of all African woodwork. So you get, buy one, you buy the giraffe, you get an elephant free. They got a map of Liberia also in there. You buy the lion, you get a lamb. That too. And our starting bid would be 300. 300. Anyone wants to take the basket home? Those artwork will look beautiful on your wall. Little African room. Yeah. It's just $300. $300. We could have sold you that map of Liberia that you love so much for just $300, but we threw in animals that roam the Putu forest in there in that basket. Yeah, the Saco forest in that basket. Take it home tonight. 300. Do I hear 300? Do I hear 300? Now, don't be waving because you wave out things that you want. 300. 300, paddle 148. 300. 350. I see the pastors waiting for the bid to get to 450. So I just skip the 350, I just go on to 500. 500. 350. Would it be 350 or would it be 500? Can someone move this to 400? Can it be moved to 400? 350. 350. Viewers taking home a lot of goodies tonight. 400. 400. 450. 450 for the Liberian basket.
Looking good in the fellowship
450.
hall. In the fellowship hall.
In the fellowship hall, yeah. 500. 500. 550. 550. Special offering tomorrow. 550. 550. 550. 551. 550 twice. Gone to 550, Pastor. Thank you so much. Give him a hand. Give him a hand. Okay. Well, we have one more item to go, or two more items left. And we have 5 more minutes for the auction. 5 more minutes for the auction. 5 more minutes. And we got one more basket. And this one is textiles. You have a purse, an African purse, slippers. Yeah. This one you can hang it out in the fellowship hall. Yeah. You can wear it when you're a fellowship. Yeah. And now starting bid would be 200. 200. And all these are authentic Liberian and African art.
Rosa?
250. 250. Robert, I asked you to dress me back like that. 250. 250. Do I hear 300? Do I hear 300? 300 in the back. 300 in the back. 300. And now you got to really come strong. Because in the back, she bought that private, personal lunch. And she was able to pay for that. So if at all you want to go toe to toe with her, ready. 350. Do we hear 350? Do we hear 350? Anyone with 350? 300. 300 in the back. 350. We've got 350 on the table. 350. Do I hear 400? 400. 400. And to go home with you for 450. 400. 400. 350. 350 going once. 350 going twice. 350 to the lady in the leather jacket. 100. And I believe this is all this is just an assortment of wine. Now, I told you earlier we don't have any adult beverages to serve, but you can take this case of adult beverages home tonight. And I was starting bid for this one. Yeah. Oh, the chair around. Where is Mr. Williams? Lawrence. Lawrence Williams. Come on, man. Come on, your wife so we can ask you to do anything for Cummings. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah. You're a strong man. Yeah. In fact, you can just bench press it, bench press it. Yeah, bench press it. No, the guy, the people in the back there see it, so let's do it. Take it all the way. Ah, there we go. You can bench press it, I don't know how many pounds. Yeah. And Vivian, what's the asking price for this? Yes. You make it sound bad. This is an alcohol. Yeah. We're starting with 200 minimum bid. 200 for an assortment of wine in a beautiful crate. Assortment of wine. Our last item for tonight, 200.
Is that Liberian assortment?
200. It was put together by a Liberian. Yeah. Yeah. 244 for 200 once. 2, 3, 250. 250. 250. Do we see 250? 250. We have 3 people going for 200, but only this lady at this table first put the paddle up for 200. So if you need it on that table or that table, you gotta do 250 or higher. 250. 250. Can you beat 250? 300. 350. Oh no, we got 250 on this table already. Just got a little dollar short, a little minute late. Yeah. So you want to do 300? You can take it home. 300. Just $50 more, you can take it home. And Lawrence will be more than happy to take it and put it in the back of your car tonight. Yeah. 300 to paddle 300 and late again. 300. So 350. You want to do for 350? You're so pure. When you get the one, can we start popping some bottles? Yeah. 350. Huh? 350 in the back. 350. 350. Do we hear 400? 400. 400. This is the last item, y'all. 400. 400. Do we hear 450? Do we hear 450? Do we hear 450? Yeah. That's a whole lot of drinking. 450. 450. 450 powder 148. 450. 450. It says that if at all you don't overbid him, all drains on him. 450. 450. 450 going once. I said I won't close it there because I want to laugh. I said 450 going twice. Do I hear 500? If you want to take it home, 500. You want to take it home, this for 500. Going once, 450. Twice, 450. I don't see any paddles up. 500. 500. 500. You just beer, do it again now. 500. 500 going once. 500 going 550. 550. 550. 550. Sold. Well, I know Pastor Bright did not bid on that because he can carry more water into wine. So he has a problem with that. Yeah. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for all you've done. Yes, you may be taking something home. You might be taking something that you would cherish. But every time you look at any of the artifacts that you've taken tonight, remember that you've contributed to a change, a positive change in Liberia, for the future that we want to leave for our children and our children's children. So please, let's give each and every one of us a round of applause. You want to give us a running total of how much we raised today from the auction? Yeah, we will. Well, I'm not the official comedian. I managed to slip one or two jokes in between, and my God, I don't even know how that happened. But I'll bring you a professional comedian. The bishop, you and I here earlier, he was just warming up, but he's got his real stuff coming now. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear from Matthew. Let's hear from Matthew. The bishop.
All right. How you all doing? You look a lot more livelier than you were before. Give it up for yourself, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I see the look on your face. I'm sure you're still trying to get acclimated to, we're talking money. So I get it. And number two, I don't know who booked this place, but y'all need to give us like 2 months ahead to really, this right here is out of our league, okay? Give it up for ANC. Do you ready to know what ANC means? ANC, in my opinion, stands for actual national change, right? Actual national change is what these people are really about. Do you see tonight? For the first time, I just having some fish. Usually they don't serve fish at the functions I go to. So that means that I was just at the Citizens defending corruption. I was at their function, and they were serving Baple, Moi Moi. But that's a whole different show. But one important thing I want to bring out. The last I was here, Mr. Cummings was given a name. And I remember I did give him that name. And so when I saw him tonight, I had to ask, Mr. Cummings, we are, by the way, from Nima County. And yeah, you can clap for that. Yeah, I said Nima County, and they clap, they're smaller. Nima County, okay? Thank you. But I was, at the very first lunch, I was here, Mr. Cummings, ANC, and we decided to equate ANC to Alexander Young Cummings. And so when I saw him tonight, I asked him, Mr. Cummings, how's that name coming? He told me, look, man, I can't really use the name. But I was like, why? Well, what I got back to that was, we're still waiting on clearance from Prince Johnson to be able to use that vehicle Young. And I was like, wait, you know what? That sounds like something that I can relate to, because even myself from Nima, since I've been trying to go back to Nima for 20 plus years, they say I look like Chinese man, and I still haven't got any clearance from Prince Johnson yet. It made me think, ANC, I get the whole adopt or county thing, right? I get it. But who told you you can adopt Nima County? Look, think about it. Prince Johnson had Nima County on lockdown so much to where it looks like if you're going to Nima County, you need to get a visa for the man. I mean, that's how bad it is. It's almost like you got to apply for visa from Prince Johnson. Mr. Johnson, how long you been in Nima County? What city you been going to? Can you speak your own manner? Do you? I can't, and I'm going for a while, so I can't. So the reason why for me, I didn't go back yet. And I understand Mr. Cummings, if you don't want to use it in your name, it's understandable. But I really wish you could use it. Now, most importantly though, I just want to make another proposition to you. You're here again tonight, welcome back. Thanks for all the hard work you're doing. Y'all, can we please stop calling him Mr. Cummings? Why are you acting like a man running, or at least he's running for a principal or GB Joloka or something? I mean, AC sounds cool to me. What do you think? Hey, AC, yeah, what's up? You know, like, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to say, hey, AC, you can give me a dad. Like, we want you to be cool. Mr. Commissar, you're running to be principal of a school in Sano County or something. I'm sorry. Stop calling him Mr. Cummings. That's too old. That is too old. We need to put the fun back in it. So I came with some slogan tonight. Like, y'all need to, ANC needs to win election. Y'all are too stiff. No pun intended. But we need to, like, y'all need to come up with some things that really can resonate with people. So, you got so much going for you. Like I said, I didn't say anything. I said citizens defending corruption.
Oh boy.
You know why? You know too much. Then, or you've got candidate defending corruption. There's a stark difference from that to the actual National Change Party. And we've got some wordings we need to just tweak and use, and we can get the message across. Well, I said we because I'm here. But think about it. A lot of time when we're talking like, bro, we need actual change. We do. And actual change means AC. AC, Alexander Cummings. Stop calling him Mr. Cummings. Okay? Again, let me try that. On one end, you've got the citizens defending corruption. On the other end, you've got actual national change. You've got AC. Let's take that first. I know most of us went to school in Liberia. I go on. Is he to go? No. So we can take that and we can go two ways with that. If you're with ANC, then it is I'm in, go on AC. Is he to go? Yes, he is to go. How's that? Or we can take it to the citizens defending corruption. I'm not in, or there to go. You get the message. You get it. But the thing is, I want to drive this home as well. Mr. Cummings, again, making that mistake. You see how boring it sounds? Y'all are laughing. As soon as that Mr. Cummings, you're like, But, AC, it is time that you start to defend your record. The candidate defending corruption has put out 3 records. AC, you put nothing out here. I'm begging you, AC, try to put something. The candidate defending corruption is all on Facebook, and this man is actually singing. Yeah, so again, if the people in the inner circles are AC, at least put something out for whether you're rapping. I don't really want you to rap. But maybe you can do something like fast and pray. Like AC just, like, think about it. One thing I know about Liberians, prayer and God, put in there. So AC, tomorrow's Sunday. I will volunteer tonight to record you. You can be fasting, preaching, praying, quoting power, but anything that we can use against the candidate defending corruption, please give it up for AC again. I beg you. Now, on the other hand, like I started, actual change is what Liberia needs. The adapt accounting thing is not a problem to me, but quite frankly, I want to just say this and I'll close. Liberians need to get to know who AC is. Adapt accounting is an American thing. And when I say American, we're here trying to help people back. But AC needs to, politics in Liberia, in my opinion, is showmanship. So if you're adopting counties, I just want to suggest, what if the entrance of every county in Liberia, or every major city that has a population of at least 100,000 people, if we raise the money tonight, what if you put a billboard with a picture of AC, and the slogan is as simple as actual change you can count on. Actual change is what our people need. Actual change is who AC is about. So I in, AC go on, AC to go, yes. On AC go. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much, Bishop. Actual change. You see, you were talking about Nima County. I married my wife from Nima. He not taking that name say, he not taking that name Nyam. Because he said, you see, in Nima, the firstborn son is saved. So you can't call the man Nyam. He ain't got big brother for him to be Nyam. So maybe we need to go back and ask, say, we gotta call you Sid. That's it. Yeah, it's Sid. Now he was talking about adapting accounting. What does that mean? That means that you can designate your money to be targeted to a particular county for the voters registration. How about that? Where we believe that they need help, you can say, you don't have to come for anybody to say, I want my money to go to anybody. But you can tonight ask the CPP, said, look, I want my funds to go to this particular county. So there's the opportunity you got to put your money where your heart is. We're going around putting these QR codes on the table. We'll leave it there because we know that you want to be thoughtful about this. So we'll leave it there for you. You'll pass it on just like I do the collection plate. You know that way in the church, right? So after you're done with the QR code, you pass it on to the next person at the table so that they can contribute. Nothing is too little. Nothing is too much. There's a lot of work to be done. You see, if we all put our little together, it can become big. I remember there's a nursery rhyme that said, little drops of water, little grains of sand, fills the mighty ocean and the beautiful beaches. Yeah. So, I don't care how small it is. Here, this for you. Pass it on. While we're doing that, there's also, we have some bags that will be going around. In case you brought a checkbook or you brought some cash, you don't want to take it home. Tonight, just drop it in that bag. That's our. And we want to make sure that we are going to make sure that we copyright this. So no church is supposed to use our bags, please, for the collection. So this is our ANC bags. It will be around. We'll just put it on the table. You want to write a check and drop $1? Feel free to do so. Be quiet. Joe Moba is, they need to get a Wi-Fi? Okay. Oh, man, we're looking for all kinds of excuses. Yeah, need to get a Wi-Fi. Then next we got to go bring the cable. Then it'll do in Nigeria. Oh, yeah, check. I know most of you don't walk around with checkbooks anymore. So, but put a check for the cash in there. We'll just leave it there. We'll pick them up later. Because we got a lot going. We know that it might sound and seem exhausting, but we agreed that we're going to do this. We agreed that everyone should have an opportunity to be a part of this. And we can't sit here and let them deprive others when we can make it happen. Actual change. Yeah. We'll bring a little jazz music. And after that, we'll be coming back to the program. And we have a monologue. We have the Standard Bearer will be talking to you in a short while. So don't rush it. The message is consistent. He wants to turn that big ship called Liberia, turn it around. That'll be hard. He's not signing up for an easy job. But he's trusting that each and every one of us in this room today will help to hold his hand steady. Hold him accountable. Let his body name, the good name he got. Because we're all watching. That good name that he has worked for all his life. He's ready to put that on the table just for you in me and for generations of more. Nothing else a man has is his good name. You take that away, you got nothing else. Would hold him to his promises. Talk and do. That's what he says. Liberia deserves better. That's what he says. So let's give him a chance. But to do that, let's make sure that we'll have the people register to vote. Let him take his message out there. Let him register. Because if you give them between good and whatever, you know what the choice will be. And I have my co-MC here, Whitey Rose. Yeah, he's going to be helping me out here.
I'm here right now. Good evening, everyone. Good to see so many familiar faces in the room tonight. Thank you all for coming out. Sorry that I'm losing my voice, but it's okay. We're still talking. So good to see ya, students, to see so many people. Of course, Mr. Cummings, welcome. So happy to see you. Happy to see all the guests, distinguished guests maybe you have at the joy. So, we're talking about money here. We're talking about money. We need Mr. Cummings to win this election. He cannot win it on Pakana. We can't win it on armor. Right? We can win it on campus. We need money. Y'all agree? Okay, thank you. So he needs the money. So we know how the sacrifices that he's put out up until this point with his own self to help him. So I think what we need to do now, did you pass the bags around? Let's see here. You did? Okay. So if you can pass the bags around, we need to dig and dig and dig and dig. Dig as deep as you can. I know I'm digging too. So we can go ahead and fill those bags. And we know Mr. Cummings is going to come up here tonight and talk to each and every one of you. So let's get ready for that. We're excited, right? Right? When I eat something for your sleeping? So yeah, let's make sure. So where are the bags? Where's Vivian? Vivian? I don't see her. But everybody have bags on their tables? Okay, so everybody have the QR code. Do you know how to use it?
Yes.
I know you know how to use it. But the rest of anybody else who know how to use the QR code? Anybody needs help with how to use the QR code? Okay, what you do with your phone, if you don't know, is you take your phones out, you go to the camera, and you hover over it. Now, some of you may have a QR reader. But if you don't have a reader, then use the camera to kind of hover over the code, and it will populate some kind of thing. And you just push on it, and it will open up the form. So I think with the form, you can go ahead and it's a commitment form. Okay. Is that for the attachment? Okay. So if you're having problems, then we have a Cash App tag, right? Okay, let's start with this one. Okay, I will let you come so you can tell them so we can make sure we say it correctly. So for going back to the QR code, you guys, so use your phones to hover over the QR code to scan it, and it will take you to the commitment card for you to enter your commitment. But if you do not know how to use it, if you're having difficulties getting it, then you can go ahead and use it, send it to the Cash App. Oh, so this is the Wi-Fi, okay. So for those of you who are having problems with the Wi-Fi, I hear that we're having problems with the Wi-Fi. Here is the Wi-Fi's username and password. Username and password, you ready? Okay, 1 second, I'll give you 1 second. Username and password for the Wi-Fi. Let me know when you're ready. Go to the notes section on your phone, get your pen and paper, whatever you want to do. If you got Potter, you want to write it down with Potter, you can do that too. Okay, you ready? All right, the username is EHC user.
What's the network?
Oh, I'm sorry. What is the network? GC internal? Okay, GC internal. So the network is GC internal. And then if it asks for username, it's EHC C user, USER, EHC user. All lowercase, thank you. All lowercase. You ready for the password? Yes? Okay. So the password is P as in Paul, lowercase or uppercase? Oh, so that's just the, okay, sorry, my bad. Password is heritage. HERITAGE. All lowercase? Okay, all lowercase. So HERITAGE, $ and the number 1. So heritage, $1. Okay? So that would give you access to the network. All right. Okay. So we'll go ahead and continue the program at this point. So throughout the program, please go ahead and do your commitments. Go ahead and make your contributions. And where are we in the program? All right. So next we have coming up remarks by Emanuela Clark. Emanuela Clark, oh yes she is. Hey, beautiful. Hi, gorgeous. I'm so proud of you. Is this ready? Okay.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Emanuela Clark. Some opportunities that I have in school is a large access to books, desks, and access to the internet while on computers. My mom always tells me good things about Mr. Cummings, like he would change Liberia. When Mr. Cummings becomes president, I will go on the first plane to Liberia because I've never been there. My mom also tells me that some of the opportunities that are listed, children in Liberia don't have them. And that makes me very sad. But I'm hopeful that Mr. Cummings will become president and he will help those children get the opportunities that I have. The man who will change Liberia is Mr. Alexander B. Cummings.
Good job, good job. The man that would change Liberia is Mr. Alexander B. Cummings, ABC. Spoken out of the mouth of a wonderful, beautiful young lady. All right, in Liberia, we know, as in anywhere else, cultural experience is important, it's critical, right? And you have to experience it from the beginning when you enter the airport, going into the country, you want to have that cultural experience. So we're about to give you a little bit of that right now with Dr. Kula. She's about to be performing for us. I think so. Let me make sure, yes? Yes. Is she ready? Yes. We're ready for you. Oh, there you are. Dr. Kula looking up good. You ready? Come on, girl. Let's do it.
Voting for this coming October election.
I voted for you, huh? My dear, how come you even ask me that kind of question here? You know now, me, photo, I think for me all the way.
You said Cummings? But the poor people not going on.
Don't mind them, my dear. The people say they don't know the man. They know him. And he said he know them.
So, you mean to say, all the people that keep saying, oh, the men are us, you don't understand the people? It's not true, eh? That guy. So you're telling me the rumors I've been hearing that is taking from right here in Maryland County, that rumor that true? Is that the man and wife living right in that bread now?
That's true. The man living right here. But even though the man was living
My fellow Liberians, this.
But guess what? The man have lived plenty in America. And the man want to share all the things he learned with us. The man want all this. We gonna work together. We're gonna grow food in our own country here, Liberia. We're gonna take care of our training. And stop all the import business here.
My fellow Liberians, despite our diversity, we are a united people, a great and noble people. Through the strength of our unity, and the resilience of our determination, we have begun to rebuild a ravaged country and have survived 2 deadly health crises. Our people have stood together as one united people, ready to face the future. Whether you are a fisherman of Grand Cru and Sino, the hunters of Grand Jide and River G, the farmers of Lofa and Bapolu, the Gola and Vai dancers of Bumi and Cape Mount, the hospitable people of Bassa and River Cess, the warriors of Maryland, the miners and explorers of Nimba, the merchants and traders of Bong, the welcoming people of Magibi, or the melting pot of Montserrado. We are one people, Liberians. We have a great challenge and opportunity ahead of us. In unity, we will rebuild this country as a shining example in Africa, demonstrating the power of a determined and united people. Our economy and our national budget will expand and grow like never before. We will improve the lives of our people and put smiles on the faces of our citizens. I promise you that together we can and will do the job. A new day is on the horizon. The time for babysitting is over. God bless you and God bless Liberia.
We're going to be there.
I'll be there.
We're going to vote. We're going to register the vote.
When you register the vote for yes.
Yeah, you there. I will join. I'm not joining myself. I think I will join you because I mean, I don't want some of you to for couple rights. So I don't want to for teacher. I don't want to $20 USD. I don't want anything to offer yourself. What did I do for ourselves for these 6 years? The promise of 2019 when we're running the last time. And right after the guy in the chair 6 years ago, he said, talking about us, like, you talking about us. That is not no us. Well, we're not really exist. They're all of us now. And if you want before this next October, they want to buy up the small rice and t-shirt and sponsor tea and some more money. Because I'm telling my dad, nobody can get it. Yeah, I said nobody's stupid yet.
Nobody. My dad was trying all kind of teaming. Say yeah, they not hire nobody. They say no more hiring. Nah, come here, October there. They say they will open up hiring. Nobody's stupid yet. Nobody. So
Can you imagine?
Mary, let me just ask you now. Don't you want to join Cummings team?
Are you kidding me? I'm so excited about these things you're talking to me about right now. You know what you say about Cummings? I don't want to be fooled again. More right? It's one thing that I think that I want the real change to come to Liberia. I want Cummings to be president because I want Cummings to that real change. I know Cummings will bring change for us in Liberia. Yeah. So good on you for that position.
Thank you.
Yeah. I can be ready. I will register the vote.
Thank you.
So you understand now from you.
Yeah,
it's going for because we already know.
Yeah.
It's ready to go. Why? You know why? Because we say again. What that is the past. Libya is the bad president. And coming goes back and coming is our brighter future we get. So again, Libya is the bad president. And coming is our job. Yeah, my sister. Vote for coming for Liberia next president. Yeah, so we see that.
Hey, what we do voter registration and everything. You must they don't
Everything.
We're not going to
We must show up. We'll be there. We're not going to be there. We have come to your service and always thank you. We know you're going to get it, we're behind 100%. So thank you. And the song, it says that God, we thank you. So we thank you that He sent a man like Mr. Cummings to represent us for Liberia. Thank you.
Everybody, please give a round of applause for Sis Dr. Kua. Okay. All right. So I just want to remind you guys before we get into the most important part about this is don't forget to make your donations. Don't forget to either utilize Cash App. If you haven't been able to access the QR code, please reach out to the person next to you and ask them to help you. If you need to call me, I can come over and help you to get the QR code on your phone so you can do your commitment. Please don't forget, okay? All right, are you all ready for this moment to hear the remarks from the CPP State Affair, Honorable Alexander B. Cummings. Stand out, let's go. Oh, sorry, sorry. There is an audio intro first, and then you will be hearing from Mr. Cummings, but still, please give him a round of applause in advance if they're ready for it. Thank you.
Humble beginnings and relatively poor neighborhood in Monrovia to becoming the second highest ranking executive officer of a global Fortune 500 company The story of Alexander Benedict Cummings proves that the immeasurable value of education, hard work, determination, and unwavering commitment to excellence and achievement without a gold setter and go-getter. Mr. Cummings has an gold record of tested and proven leadership. Alexander B. Cummings has a deep, wide, and very experience in building strong, high-performing teams that deliver measurable, tangible results. He managed a budget of over $1 billion, tens of thousands of employees scattered in over 200 countries across the 7 continents. All through this epic professional journey, one thing has remained unaltered. This is not Africa in general, and by business in particular. He had a high-level delegation to Nigeria during the height of the Ebola crisis to expand Coca-Cola activities and was in frontline distributing lethal items. In 2015, Alex, his wife, Teresa, children, Ian and Wokai, launched the Cummings Africa Foundation, a $1.5 million investment in health, education, entrepreneurship, the arts, women and youth empowerment, and infrastructure projects in Liberia. With an unquenching thirst to serve his country, Mr. Cummings retired from the corporate world in 2016 to lead the Alternative National Congress, ANC, in Liberia, and was a formidable candidate in the 2017 presidential election. During the 2020 midterm elections, under his leadership, the CPP won a majority of the 15 senatorial seats contested. While still advocating for elections integrity in Liberia, in the next few months, CPP will present a consensus opposition presidential ticket for the 2023 elections. Driven by his track record, Liberia deserves better. Mr. Cummings remains committed to ending the culture of corruption, impunity, restoring good governance, and establishing a war and economic crimes court. His goal is the rebuilding of Liberia's capacity and international standing, as well as economically empowering the people and the nation of Liberia by growing a diversified economy, attractive to local and foreign investment, pursuing public-private infrastructure development, and investing in Liberia.
Album, Mr. Cummings album, keep on the explode. The ones I trust so much, they made a fool out of me. Pray to God.
Cannot keep doing the same things and expect different results. We cannot keep electing and selecting the same kinds of leaders and electing new leaders who know how, we call that the what's. And then there are 5 things we call the how we'll do it. And those priorities are as follows. Our first priority is as a people in this transformation process. And so we're doing some work on how we care workers.
Good evening, everybody. I guess we didn't serve any alcohol tonight. Good evening. Good evening. The energy is a little better. Good to see everybody. Let me, first of all, thank the organizers of this wonderful event, the Georgia chapter of the southern region of DNC Global. Did I get that right? Thank you for organizing this. And it's good to be back in Atlanta. So I will just cover 2 topics tonight. This will not be a long speech, but there's some nervousness about whether we can win. So let me just reassure you that we can and how, because I think, and then I will briefly describe the Liberia we're trying to aspire to develop. So there is a lot of good work happening on the ground to make the case to the Liberian people. We have teams in Nimba. We just sent teams into Pembasa, into Bong. We're organizing teams to go into Magidi, into the Western Cluster. So there's mobilization efforts happening on the ground as we speak. So it may not be all visible, but there's work happening. The other thing I would say to you too is that we have a lot of supporters that are not as vocal, as visible, because every government in the past have done this. When you're on the wrong side, they come after you, they punish you. But this government is the most vicious and the most determined in our efforts. So people have to protect their jobs or their contracts, or their wives, or their families, or brothers. So they're not as public as we'd like them to be in their support, but that support exists. The other thing I'll keep reminding Liberians that the CDC has been good at their propaganda around, well, the opposition is split, and therefore CDC will win in the first round. Don't fall for that propaganda. Let me tell you why it doesn't make sense. If you look at 2005, 2011, 2017 elections, and if we focus on 2017 when President Weah was at his most popular, when his coalition was at its strongest, when he did not have a record to defend, he only got 38% in the first round. Fact, right? And he got less in 2011, he was running for VP, and even less in 2005 in the first round. So, with the record he has to defend, which, as you know, is a failed record, it's just a fact. And not because I want to replace him, but he's failed. And the fact that Liberians are actually resolved that he will not go back. The opposition is actually less fractured. In 2017, you had Alexander Cummings, Charles Ponsky, Joe Boycott, Prince Johnson, George Weah, all running, more fractured. This election, you got 3 main candidates, Alexander Cummings, Joseph Boycott, and George Weah. So the hypothesis or the postulation that Joe Weah won the first time is because they want to cheat and want to justify the cheating. The cheating is a whole different conversation. We can talk about that and how we hope to minimize that happening. But that's not going to happen. He's not going to win the first round. So be assured that work is happening. We will increase the level of activity. We increase the visibility of the activity, which is what I think people want to see and feel. And we will do the work required to win this election. Many conversations are happening behind the scenes. Everybody talking to everybody, and we'll see where it all leads. So don't think that we aren't in the conversations, or we're not having conversations, and we're not talking, and everybody's looking for an angle, right? And we're looking for an angle too. So there's no naivety about how the politics work and what needs to be done to ensure that President Weah is a one-term president that is replaced in January next year. But all of this, and this is why we're here tonight, all of this requires money. You know, in this country, one of the main measures of whether people will be successful is how much money they will raise the last quarter. You always say this candidate raised X number of dollars, has so much in the bank, is a good parameter of the chances of winning, right? And so fundraising, and you can contribute in cash or in kind, right? We need t-shirts, we need flyers, or all of those things. And we organize for people to donate however you want to do it. But money is required to win democratic elections anywhere in the world. And so let me again thank you for your presence here tonight and for your contributions towards that end, because we do need the resources, we need the money. We're not trying to compete with the government because we can. They will empty the treasury, and that's what they're doing. So we're not trying to match them. That's not practical, that's not realistic. But 30, 40, 50% on the dollar versus them will be enough because we'll spend it smarter than they will. We have a roadmap. We're not just running this thing helter-skelter. We're doing polling, so we know where we are. We know which districts that we will spend more time and resources. We know which districts we will be wasting our time because we'll vote for Joe or for the president. So we're not just doing this. We don't operate that way. There's facts, there's data, there's a strategy, and we're implementing that strategy, and you will see it more visibly in the weeks and months to come as we wrap up towards October. But we are in a sprint. This has been a marathon. We're in the last mile and a half now, and so we're sprinting to the finish, and we're going to continue to build momentum. So leave tonight assured that the work is happening. We still kind of have a lot of work to do. We still need your help. Whether you're calling to encourage people to support us, whether you're sending monies in this effort, your contributions tonight and in the future between now and October, we need your help. But there's a strategy, there's a plan, it's being implemented, and we're confident of the outcome in October of this year. So let me just switch briefly and just describe, so that in Liberian terms, the country we all should be aspiring towards developing. And some of you may have heard this, and you hear a lot more, but it simplifies what we're trying to do, because you can talk about infrastructure and education, and all the things we know we need, right? But I describe this bowl of rice we all eat from, because we all eat rice, right? There were 2 different rice dishes tonight that was served, so we're big consumers of rice. And this bowl of rice is a metaphor for opportunities. But in this bowl of rice, you've got good jobs, you've got good infrastructure, meaning roads, electricity, running water, technology. You've got good schools, good education systems, you've got good healthcare, you've got investment in agriculture, you've got foreign direct investment happening, and all of these things are in this bowl of rice. And our job, aspiration, is to make that bowl of rice bigger. More job opportunities, more and better education systems, more and better affordable healthcare, more and better infrastructure across the country, making Liberia an agro-based economy. All of this in this bowl of rice, and we want to make this bowl of rice bigger. And we want to guarantee every Liberian the right to put their hand in that bowl of rice. Every Liberian. Because when you think about this, you do not choose what tribe you're born into or what tribe you are. You don't choose whether you're Kola, Kio, Crown, Manabo, Congo, Bassa, Kribo. That's your choice. You don't choose your gender, whether you're man or you're woman. You don't choose the religion you're born into, Christian or Muslim. You don't choose whether you're young or old, your age. And so none of these things should give you an advantage or disadvantage over anybody else, because it's not your choice. So we want a Liberia where every Liberian is guaranteed the same opportunity. The only thing that will limit your ability to eat in that bowl of rice, one, you gotta follow the rules. You have to obey the law. If you steal, you rape, you kill, you break the law, we're not able to have a bowl of rice. But that's a choice you make. You don't choose your tribe, your religion, your gender, your age, your ability or disability, but you can choose to follow the rules of that. And if you don't obey the law, will not leave you anymore. So we'll punish you. The other thing that will limit how much rice you eat if you're lazy.
Tell him.
If you're lazy, you're not eating much of rice. If you're industrial, you're sure you eat more rice. But that's also up to you. That's a choice. That's what I don't want. Today, if you're not a sedition, you can't pay any more rice. In the past, the Congo boys would kill the rest of themselves. That's not what we want. All of this big shot business, do you know who I am? We get rid of all of that. If you supported me because you want a chance to come play big shot, to come and chop like bro money, I'm not your guy. If you want us to come and work together to change Liberia, come, let's work together. And I say we, not I. This country will not change because we're talking. And you know, we're good at talking, right?
That's it.
This country will not change because we wish it to change. It will not change because we pray to change. We are pray too. But it will change because we do the work and make the sacrifice. If we as a people are not prepared to do the work, Liberia will not change. We will be talking. 6 years from now, somebody else will be having this conversation with you. The country will not move unless we're prepared to do the work and make the sacrifice. That's the only way Liberia will change. And I'm prepared to do the work. We will set the example. You cannot ask people to work hard if you're not prepared to work hard as a leader. You can't tell people to go to work at that time, you go to work at that time. Everybody cannot work hard. You cannot tell people not to see if you still as a leader. Everybody will say, but who's to pay? What's this thing they will see? We will set the example. We will hold people accountable. When you break the law, we'll punish you. We'll not just let you resign. There will be consequences. If we're not prepared for this, I will not change. We come to this country, or we go to Europe, or we go to South Africa, wherever, and we don't follow the rules. We don't go to work on time. We don't drink and drive. We don't sleep with underage women. But we go to Liberia, we want too close. The Liberia we want, that will not be accepted, will not allow it. Everybody will have to stand in line. If you want to get a passport, you want to get a driver's license, no paying people to cut to the front of the line. You don't do that yet? We're not doing Liberia. And when Liberia do what you will not let anybody follow the rules. If we're not prepared for this, my people, the country will not change. Hard work, discipline, follow the rules. There's no magic to this stuff. It's not magic. There's no silver bullet anybody will wave. But Liberia can change faster than we think. We got the ingenuity, we got the intellect, we got the work ethic. You see the young people in the street, in the hot sun, they rain selling. That was what Liberia lazy. Yes. It's about directing that energy. It's about guiding it. So we have what it takes to change the country. Today we got people working on different policies, agriculture, infrastructure, all the different areas, education, health. It's amazing the level of thinking, right? And creativity and thoughtfulness. And it's all Liberians, right? And by the way, we will invite partners to work with us. Because we will need the help, we'll need the resources. But we will be clear about what we want them to help us do. So rather than they telling us what they want to do, now at the end of the day, it's their money, so they will have some say, right? Let's be practical. But we will be clear what we want to accomplish in every sector, what choices we'll make, what priorities we'll set, and they will ask us to help us achieve our objectives. But we gotta lead that, we gotta own it. We gotta own the country. We gotta own the problems. We gotta own the solutions. We gotta tell our own stories. But everybody in this room, everyone on the ground, gotta be better. Put shoulder to the wheel if they want this country to change. And then it will change faster than we think. Today, in the past, it's been like, today I often describe that we protected for this pepper bush, but not in the pepper bush. So let's grow the pepper, then we can regulate it, we can protect it. And so we encourage risk taking, we encourage experimentation. Because there's nothing there today anyway, so why are we kidding ourselves? Let people try, let them grow the pepper, then we'll come and regulate. But this is the kind of thinking we need if we're going to change Liberia. And we have to be determined to do it this October. Liberia cannot go another 6 years of the WEA-led government. We cannot let that happen. We deserve a better country. Our country don't reflect who we are. And it needs to start doing that. And it's not enough for Liberians to say, oh, I'm not getting involved in politics. You know, that pisses me off. Because politics affects everything. And particularly in our country, in African countries in general, it touches everything. And whether you support me or you support Joe Boga, don't support Joe Weah, please. Or somebody else, get involved. Get involved. Help. The country will not change if you just are spectators. If you just want to talk. If you just want to criticize. Suggestions are always welcome, but can't help us implement a suggestion. Very important. Again, if we want Liberia to change, we gotta be prepared to get involved and do the work. If we do that, our country will change. So let me thank you again for this wonderful evening. I will not start naming names because I'll get in trouble. If we leave people out, people will be offended. So to all the organizers of this event, thank you for the performers, for everybody here, all your presence here is a contribution. We thank the AMC. I think we got CPP USA people represented here. We thank everybody for your presence, your contributions, because we need it. And leave here believing that we can change our country. We have the know-how, we have the knowledge. Liberia has been have had a lot of firsts, right? So let me remind you the origins of the West today, the African Union, OU, was in Senegal, and Tottenham. The reason why Liberia is a maritime nation, multiple reasons, but Liberian lawyers were involved in writing the laws of the seas. Development banks that you have around the world today, you got LBI, it's no longer developed, it's more commercial bank now, but you got the African Development Bank, the European Development, all these banks. African economies were involved in that concept of development banks because you didn't have any capital markets, long-term finance for businesses. And the list goes on and on and on. The first female president of Africa was a Liberian, was a Liberian. So we had a lot of firsts, we had a lot of things to be proud of, to build upon. And we will grow that bowl of rice. We'll guarantee every Liberian the right to put that hand in a bowl of rice. And we can grow that rice faster than you think. Thank you, God bless you, God bless Liberia.
Let's try to get everybody back in their seats. The program is not over yet. You'll get photos taken at the end. Everyone, please take your seats. Everyone, please take your seats. Come on. Everybody, please go back to your seats. We're going to get photos taken after. We still have a little bit more to the program. Everybody, please take your seats. Take your seats, please. Let's continue on with the program. Hey guys in the back, everybody, hello, all beautiful people back there. But please, let's take your seats so we can continue on. What we just heard from Mr. Cummings talking about the bowl of rice, making the bowl of rice bigger, right? So that everybody gets to eat out of this bowl in Liberia. This is very, very important. This is probably the most important thing I've ever done, honestly, since I've been in this country. Because we got only a few more months left to this election. Only a few more months left to this election. And this is it, you guys. We gotta take this very serious. I had a talk the other day with my brother and I told him, I said, this is it. This is it. If Mr. Cummings does not win this election, I'm telling you, I'm not sending a penny back to Liberia, and I mean it. And I mean it. Not a penny will go back home. I took a long time to talk to him. When I met Mr. Cummings, I have to share this. A lot of people just thought I knew you for a long time. They thought we were family. I did not know him prior to when he first started running. I got introduced to him here. And I didn't know, at the time, I think when me and him were first talking, I didn't really know who he was until he kind of he started telling me about himself. And he said to me, he said, you know, he's retiring from Coca-Cola. And I don't know if you remember this conversation, Mr. Cummings, but you said to me that, you know, his mother is older now. He wants his mother to get that taste of Liberia again, what she had before the war, before he dies. That's what he said to me. He said, before anything happens to my mom, I just want to bring Liberia back to where it used to be so she can get that taste one more time before she goes on, before I die. And that's what made me so committed to Mr. Cummings, because that's exactly how I feel. That's exactly how I feel. That burning desire to get Liberia back to what it was when we were children. This is so serious, you guys. I can cry right now. It's so serious. There's no other hope after him. I'm telling you, nobody will do it but him. Nobody will give us back Liberia but Mr. Cummings. And we got to talk to our family like that. We got to talk to look. I was at another event once, and I forgot who was speaking at the time. And he said that Liberians, we are in essence funding the economy in Liberia. I think he said I think it was 2 years ago, we had sent, as Liberians, we had sent over $500 million, no, what's a million? Yeah, $500 million to Liberia, just through MoneyGram and Western Union and Sendways. Imagine if we weren't sending that to Liberia. How would it wait? How would they make it? Do you guys understand the power we have in our hands as diaspora Liberians? I mean, we are the decision makers. We got the money. We got to take this thing serious. I have never poured my heart out so much like I am about this. People don't understand why, but I'm telling you, if this does not happen, which we know is going to happen, a lot of us are done. We have this love for Liberia, but it's like an abusive relationship. It truly is. You keep getting abused and allowing yourself to keep getting abused and waiting for who to change it. You got to change it yourself. You got to change it yourself. And you got somebody who has stood up and said, I will sacrifice my time, my energy, my everything. He didn't have to do it. He did not have to. Mr. Cummings, thank you. Plenty. Plenty for all of us. I'm telling you right now. Thank you for the sacrifices you made. We pray for you every day. We pray for you. Sometimes we think, how you doing it, my people? How you doing it? How you poor wife doing it? But they're sacrificing for us. So I'm telling you right now, please, let's take this serious. We got only about, 6-7 months to go? That is it. Some of us, we know our age, and I'm going to call age. But think about it. 6 years for a presidential term. So how old will you be in 6 years? Have you thought about that? You want to like grow when you're 70? Really? I doubt it. So you're going to like grow now. And let's all make that change so we can be able to draw small our country before small go under the grave. I'm telling you very seriously. Thank you for your remarks right now, Mr. Cummings. It meant a lot to bring that little bowl of rice for all of us to get small. You remember eating when the parents would bring a big bowl, we put the 10 spoons and everybody eating with that little spoon. That's what we need to get back to. So thank you so much, Mr. Cummings. Okay, we'll go ahead and get along with the program. Before I go into the next one, I just want to remind everybody, I understand that some of you are having issues with the QR code. So let me quickly go over how you can make your donations. One option is to go online to www.ancglobalgroup.com/contribute. ancglobalgroup.com/contribute. So that's one option. Another option is Cash App. A lot of y'all use Cash App. It's very easy. You can pick up your phones right now. Go to Cash App, and you literally go to $ANC Global. $, the letters ANC, all caps, and then Global, the G caps. So ANC Global, $ Cash App. Or you can go to Zelle. Through Zelle, you can go to anc.global.org@gmail.com. That's anc.global.org@gmail.com. If you don't have either of those, maybe you have Venmo. I'm just saying. If you have Venmo, you go to @ANC Global. Okay, and then PayPal, you have paypal.me/ANC Global. I'll repeat this later on again. So let's go ahead and get along with the program. We have next coming up is Fafi Karma, who is the Director of Chapter Development and Mobilization. He will go over the Adopt the County and Adopt the Voter Initiative Expo, which will be after, sorry. So first we'll have Fafi coming up. Is Fafi here? Fafi?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for showing up tonight. I'm here just for a few minutes to talk about Adopt the County. First of all, I want to let you guys know that ANC Global, we have 31 chapters, and we are in 13 countries, and I think we have 21 chapters within the US. So, that's how big we are, and we're still growing, and we're still adding more chapters. And like I said, I want to talk to you guys about Adopt the County, and this all started in 2020, during the run-up to the senatorial by-election. Our chairman, the global chairman, Mr. Enos Monger, and the team of ANC Global came up with a strategy that, look, they decided that we should form or have a name called, for us to have many chapters and that few counties in Liberia. So, like when the SB was talking here, one thing you don't know, a lot of people in Liberia don't know that we are doing work in Liberia. we are doing we call it on-the-ground work. So what happened is that we have all our chapter within the U.S. that adopt certain kind of the Big Six. The Big Six plus two. The plus two is the Maryland and where our party chairman from, Mr. Senator Litton, Buffalo. So we have many chapters working within these counties. What we do is we have teams, we recruit the local citizens. Let's say, for example, in local country where I work, we recruit just people who live within the county, within the city, within the villages, the little kids, and we empower them, we talk to them, so they are out there recruiting for us, mobilizing for us. A lot of people don't know the just thing that ANC is sitting without doing anything, but we are working in those counties. So the 6 counties are the Big 6, we call it is Maserati, Nimba, Nofa, Bassa, Mandiri, and I believe Bum County? Bum County, and the 2 is Maryland and Buffalo. So we have our chapters in those countries recruiting. As when you go in at the exhibit, we'll talk about it later, you'll see all the great works, you'll see photos, you'll see the needs, what we need. That's what you guys are here for, to help us, because they need hand pumps, scratch card, ways to empower people to go register to vote. So there's a lot of things that we're doing in the country. Even the SDAC don't even know about it. That's how we are. And like one of my partner, Franklin from Florida chapter said once, when Charles Taylor was running his election, but he was never there because he had people working for him with his flyers, his t-shirts, doing projects, and that's just what we're doing. We are doing a lot of work in those counties every day. And like I said, when you go to the exhibit, we have each team, you see Lofa, Nimba, the rest of the counties, and we'll be asking you guys to look at the picture, you see all the work that we're doing. We still need some help, and that's what you guys are here for, to help us to raise some funds so we can be able to execute those projects. Now, one of the main purpose of that adaptive content is to soften the ground for our campaign team, so that when they come to, let's just example, Lofa County, something already is there for them to just pick up and start going, instead of them starting from scratch. So if you go to Mandiri, the same thing, you go to Bum County, we are there. Like the SB is saying, all the propaganda, they say, Mr. Cummings is doing nothing, or ANC is there. Trust me, we are working. But we are working, we're doing a lot of work over there in all these counties, these 6 counties. Now, not to say that we are not working in other counties, but we prioritize in the Big 6 plus the 2, but we still have people in places that refugee, Riverside, we got people working there. But the Big 6 plus the 2, those are our focus point right now. And like I said, and we invite you guys to go at the exhibits, to take a look, and you will see the actual work. You will see our team members out there filling forms, recruiting, mobilizing, talking to people. This is real. Real-time photos you're going to see out there. This is not no makeup. So we are asking you as you go back there to please help us. You will see the needs of what these gentlemen and ladies are doing back home. These are the local people in the village, in the town. And those men and women in our country, they don't live in Monrovia that we're working with. They live with those people. Those are the people who take the message to the parent. Mom, we have listened to you. You guys have voted for us for the past 100 years. Our country citizen, can you vote for me this time? That's the message we carry. We are asking the parent to vote for them this time. So as you get up your seat, please go to the exhibit, read. We have some historical background of the content, a little bit of historical background, and what we are doing. We see pictures. So without further ado, I'll just say, and you are free right now?
No, I gotta make
Oh,
an
she's gonna do
announcement.
that? Okay, I'll start here for right now and say thanks to everybody for coming up. Thanks to our chairman for initiating this adaptive content. It's working very well for us. Like I said, we're doing it on. A lot of people don't know about it, and I hate to say it. I know it's on Facebook now, so people start doing like that. But we've been working since 2020, so this is just started. We've been recruiting thousands of people. Okay, thanks, Mark.
All right. Thank you, Rafi. Thank you so much. Before we head on to the exhibit hall, I just want to make a quick announcement to remind those of you who are aware and those who are not aware that tomorrow is the town hall. It will be held at ICF. What we're asking is for everyone to come to the church service starting at 11 o'clock. It's from 11 to 1, the church service at ICF, followed by a brief light dinner, a light lunch, and then going straight into the town hall starting at 2:30. So again, from 11 to 1, ICF Church is a church service, followed by a quick luncheon, and then going straight into the town hall at 2:30. So please, if you need more information, let us know. Just a final reminder about everything we talked about in terms of the donation. Let me just give you a quick reminder, and then we'll go over there next door. We're only here till 12, so we're almost done. Just hang tight. Online, again, ancglobalgroup.com/contribute. ancglobalgroup.com/contribute. Cash App is $ANC Global. Zelle is anc.global.org@gmail.com. PayPal is paypal.me/ANC Global. Okay, and I'll be around, so if you need me to good to see you while we're out there, let me know. So what you're gonna do right now is you're going to exit the hall, this hall, and head on out. I think Dr. Kula is over there to guide you to the exhibit hall. Thank you all so much for your time. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's happening in Liberia.
Almost.
You're welcome, sir. Have a blessed night. It's nice.
I'm glad I was here. Yeah. One guy.
To Phoebe and CB Dumba Hospital. So people are benefiting out of those things, man. Even though it's politics, but people are benefiting.
What's up, General? What's up? How
So,
weekend?
well,
We get good.
Those things you see, the pictures you see, that's not all the images.
Right.
We don't have space to put it.
I see a lot.
Yeah, a lot of stuff that we are doing, we continue to do. You know,
So what's the partnership like with your Florida and Europe?
Okay, so what happened here is Bon Cante is a very big content. So for this reason, I went ahead and put Bon Cante and Florida together to make sure that we are in power to sponsor. So most of the activity you see is sponsored by Bon Cante and the European. Okay. So we look forward to donations, folks that will come around, you know, as you please. We have our cash out there.
Oh, I didn't see that. Okay.
Information is right there.
So this is the cash app
Cash App is
information.
there. You put it there.
It's
put
dollar
some money,
sign
and
Spencer SPNCR, and then Zell 678. So, let me speak to this other lady.
Hey, I'm on, man. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
No, I'm doing Monday. So we'll come back tomorrow.
So we're coming
Where are you going,
around
man?
to talk about this move.
You had an experience in Liberia, and you are trying to mobilize for the ANC. So I just want to find a little bit about your experience.
My experience was vast. So you have to
Specific to politics, the mindset of the people, and the potential of the ANC on the ground.
the ANC on the ground, they have a lot of potential. Our voters in Liberia, they are very kind. The people of Liberia are very kind. Walking down Waterside, walking, they're saying, you're not giving your excuse or, you know, like, it's like, they're still courteous, they're still kind, they're still having fun. But once you have traveled and you go back, you see the difference. But they don't know the difference. They know the difference, but I can tell there was a difference.
So how do we really educate them that? Because somebody would say, if you are born poor, they grew up poor, they don't know anything else. So they don't know what we call better. How can we paint a picture of better? What are some of the things that you can tell the people that in the ghetto say, look, if you go up with the community, this is how your life can be different and how things can be better.
So even though they may not understand, but you have to keep letting people know and showing them that you care. Once the people know you care about them. So why is this woman from America? She comes here. Why does she care about me? Once people know you care, see, people don't care how much degree you have, how much money you have, what car you drive, where you live. People only care when they know that you care. So we have to keep showing them that we care for them. We have to keep telling them that the good thing about social media and the internet, they see other places. And we have to tell them we can be just like that. But the thing is, we cannot give up on them. We have to keep showing them that we care.
No problem. Do you have a minute? Thank you, Mr. James. This is the president or executive director for the Liberia Atlanta Metropolitan Area Association, right? Yes. Wonderful. So tell us, because some people don't know how populated this community is. Just tell us a little bit about your community.
Yeah, so the Liberian community in Georgia is roughly 10 years ago was estimated to be around 25,000. But I estimated to be closer to 40,000 now.
Wow.
That's based on the influx of people coming in.
Right, because Atlanta is a hotbed and a lot of people are coming over here.
Technology, the arts, largest airport, busiest airport in the world.
Right. That's, I mean, and they say in the airport too, when you land, they tell you, they remind you. So what do you think people here in Atlanta are trying to do in regards to what's happening like as a community?
Well, it's a diverse community.
Right.
Diverse opinions.
So there's a lot of different county associations, school organizations and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But in totality, would you say they are involved in what's happening in Liberia?
Well, I would say this, like every immigrant community, diasporic community, people want to figure out ways to give back. So those of us who are community leaders, we try to help people to maximize opportunities to give back. Because that's the purpose of a diaspora, right?
Right.
Where can you get resources, collect resources, channel it back? I think you heard the speaker say, what, 500 million or so was channeled to Liberia?
Right. Yeah. So, but what do you think about the pressure? Because right now, it's like, the remittances that go to Liberia are primarily to kind of uplift people from poverty or to just keep them sustained for family members and other stuff. How can we reverse that to some level of entrepreneurship coming from the diaspora population rather than directing the money just to individual, but to entrepreneurial efforts like any new greater dividends?
Yeah, well, I think, part of sending money back is to channel it into areas that can grow. Someone spoke recently in our community and said he supports, actually has employees on the ground. It's paying them regular pay and making sure that they do things that are entrepreneurial and self-sustaining. So after a while, you don't have to keep sending that person money because what the initial seed money went into germinated into something sustainable. So if you have that mindset, then you can help channel the money into something that will grow, and that will help build the local capacity to continue to sustain itself, I think.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What did you win? I need to give you
So let's stay here.
So this your era from Maryland? Okay, you adopting this county?
Yes.
Say something. So what you gather from Mr. Cummings today, speaking? As usual, you have heard him speaking, but what do you think? What message you got for your people, man? We know 7 months from now will be election. Let's be honest. Speak with your mind. Be open. Be bold to them. Yeah.
I think Mr. Cummings is the best, and I think we shouldn't just vote for people because they're giving us T-shirt, rice, money, or whatever they're giving us. I think we should look at the candidates, see what they bring to the table, see how they're going to change Liberia, which will also impact the lives of the Liberian people. So, vote for Mr. Cummings. He's one of the hardest working politicians out there. He is the hardest working politician out there.
Yes, that's true.
He works very hard.
He's doing everything.
To the different counties, he goes to different people. And Mr. Cummings can't reach everybody, but he tries his best and he'll get to as many people as he can. But Mr. Cummings is not a part of the system that's in Liberia, that's been in Liberia. He's an outsider to the system. So in order for us to change that system and bring a real change to Liberia, we need someone that's outside of the system to come and disrupt the system. That's why we need Mr. Cummings.
Thank you very much, bro. I appreciate it. I'm coming out of you. This is Maryland. This is Maryland County. And I don't know who adopted Maryland County.
The Georgia chapter.
The Georgia chapter.
Correct.
Okay, and you the chairman for Georgia chapter.
Exactly, sir.
Okay, this is the chairman himself for Georgia chapter, and he's the head, but he put all the best people to spearhead. This whole thing was very successful. But you've been listening to Mr. Cummings. You live in Liberia, you work in Liberia, your heart is still in Liberia. What you want to tell people? What you listening to today from Mr. Cummings? Is that the same Cummings, or what Liberian people should expect?
I think Liberian people should expect change. Change is definitely coming. And then good governance. I think the people deserve better. And I think they're tired of suffering. I was just in Liberia in January, and I know for a fact that it is hard. It's 3 times harder than it was 10 years ago. There was a difference between the we administration and the Civil War. It just started looking flying around. But it's the same starvation. People are hungry, people are starving, poor health care, not enough education, no school. So the change has to come. It has to come from us. And that's why we started now.
And he talked about the board of rice, where everybody gets into the board of rice. You got to work harder. You can't be lazy. You got to abide by the rules, the laws, and then you will enjoy it. So how you look at that whole board of rice thing?
So it's work and it's ethics, right? So we all live here, diaspora. You earn a living wage.
Yeah.
And so if you believe in honest work, you believe in honest pay. So that board of rice will come based upon how much hours you put in. If you work 1 hour, guess what? You get 1 cup of rice. You work 50 hours, you get 50 cups of rice. And it's the share. So why should I feed somebody who sleep all day when I'm going 16, 17 hours a day? So if I'm working 17 hours, if you working 17 hours, and then together, we can be successful. But if I'm working 17 and you're working 0, you drain on me. So that board of rice, man, I'm sorry, you're not going to eat none.
Yeah. So do you think it's okay for a diaspora to be a job creator or job seeker?
I think there should be a job creator. I think being a diaspora, the government cannot continue to be the largest employer. 90% of the work employment in Liberia is through the government. But if we change that and make the government 10% and 90% in private sector, Liberians will get to value their country even more. Because now it's their own sweat that they put into the country to develop jobs, create jobs, healthcare system, more schools. So the more you invest in your own, the more you get to appreciate. The less investment, the less appreciation.
So do you still believe in Liberia that you know about Liberians? If you believe in Liberians, you think they can change?
Absolutely. I was in Freetown, so the Sierra Leone are changing, Liberia can change.
So we all must change.
We all gotta change.
To do the best for Liberia.
That's it.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, I'm with my man himself. What's her name again? The wonderful CEO Lily. A strong Alex Cummings supporter. This guy from all the way in Virginia and came for this program. You listen to Mr. Cummings today speaking. As usual, you have heard him. What you take from him? What you see in him?
Mr. Cummings has been very clear on his vision for Liberia. And he's the only hope we have. If Mr. Cummings fails, Liberia, this is the only person that's going to make us take our time and money back to Liberia. Liberia is at a crossroad right now, so we need somebody with expertise that can move Liberia from where it's at. And with all a person like Mr. Cummings, I don't see in the nearest future how Liberia is going to move from its troubling situation right now to a clearer and developmental path.
Okay, so when you listen to Mr. Cummings is serious about corruption. Very, very serious. And very serious about Liberia changing. You believe that Liberians are ready? Or do you think Liberians can change?
Well, Liberians will be ready if the leader is ready. And because Mr. Cummings has the passion to lead Liberia out of its current situation, I think Liberia will embrace change if the leadership in Mr. Cummings brings that change.
So we all believe that Mr. Cummings is ready, but we need to encourage our people. So what encouragement you have for your people back home or other Liberians who are watching? What you want to tell them? What the encouragement that they'll say, oh, well, if Mr. Cummings is president, I'm not going to get a job, I'm not going to get this. Do you believe that Liberians should be a job seeker or job creator?
I think we as a people, we as Liberians, whether it's in the diaspora, whether it's in Liberia, we have to take the initiative ourselves to fix our country. And this is where Mr. Cummings come in. People who have been the president to retire and live in Atlanta, retire and live anywhere in the world. He can live anywhere in the world. But he has retired and decided to go to Liberia to fix Liberia. So we should embrace it and follow his footsteps. If we don't do it, I don't see anybody who's going to do it in the near future. This is the only hope we have. We have the only hope with Mr. Cummings. And we need to embrace it.
Thank you.
That's not true. That is not true, Dennis.
Okay, let me come to one of our hard-working ladies. What's her name again? Your name?
Dennis Ja.
Mr. Ja. Everything, man. People say you let come in, then tomorrow you let come in, then you let
everything.
But just keep it general. Listen.
Every day I get new.
Keep it general.
And they say he's a CDC man.
You know, they get called and say, I say, my man, you're over here, you know. So now ask the main question now.
I can be laughing when they call me.
I don't know what's the history of CDC getting smart people. There's no history, right?
Yeah.
They have smart people, but not all the
CDC got the smartest.
But
refuse to use them.
Refuse to use the smartest.
Yeah, I'm talking about, right? So what will
But the ones that are there, they're smart too, but they're just acting stupid. Some of them that I know, because I went to school with some of them.
CDC got more qualified people than anyone.
He's not acting normal.
Man, making it great, man. They made it great.
It's true, it's true.
So tell me something. How's the program so far?
What do you think?
I'm asking you.
Okay.
And what you see in the Cummings, man, are you working like this?
My daughter said it all.
Yeah, this is a little girl who gave that short, sweet little speech.
Yeah.
And waiting when Mr. Cummings is president, she would be on the first flight to Liberia because that one her mom promised her that it would take her home.
Yeah.
If Mr. Cummings don't win, she's going to make America her home because it's like no hope. But you guys had a good program today. The program was nice and it was successful.
Yeah.
Yes, but what you got to tell your other friends, Liberians, people who support Mr. Cummings, and what you want to tell them? Patient, because Mr. Cummings is very patient. I tell people that.
He's patient.
Yes.
I mean, I don't want him to be discouraged. I know there's a lot that's been said on the ground that ANC, CPP, you know, we are not doing anything or they don't see the momentum. But like Mr. Cummings said, don't be carried away by that. This is election season and you're gonna be hearing so many things.
I knew you were gonna be on.
Mm-hmm. I will not be. I can be fine. I have my own time. I see you.
Wait, before you say something, you want to go there, we got to say something to the pool.
Yeah, man.
But anyway, thank you for everything, Wanti. Thank you very much. Keep up the work.
Man, what you want to
We will
say
get there.
to
Say you want to
Liberia?
say, sweetheart. What you want to say to your friends?
Friends in Liberia.
Say it, man.
Stay hopeful because there's like
This is my Gibby.
Thank you. This is my Gibby County, and this is this beautiful Beverly, and now she considers herself as Cummings' daughter.
That Cummings' daughter?
This guy got a history, but if she can support Mr. Cummings, that means she's serious. So what you want to tell people? Tell your friends something. You listen to Mr. Cummings speaking.
Yeah.
So how you felt? What he said? He was
It
straight
was
up.
very touching. It was straightforward. Like, it's no more business like this. Support the Cummings to be patient, to be driving the opposite lane and say, you know who I am? He's not the one. And Joseph Walker is not the one either. Because Joseph Walker will fool you. And Costa will be running your country. Do you want Costa to run your country where to go? George already took it back 50 years. Do you want to add another 50 years? Some of you are going to die. You won't know how to drive car before I talk about only. You'll just be driving PP. That's not your life. You ain't born to suffer. The choices you make are the choices, the future you're going to get. Some of us voted for George Weah from the beginning. It would renew. He came there for himself. You draw back. Not because I supported Joe Weah, he let me down. So it means my hope with us. As for me, in America, I have nothing to lose. I'm doing it for you guys. So you guys need to be serious and stand up for yourself. You say opposition not together, but you see 5 good people. You got plenty of choices. In America, we only got 2. You got 5 people to pick among. Check each other's history and whatsoever they have done in their life and see results. Not promise. We not live on promise. And you're small, you're not die. You have supported George Weah, small, you're die JFK because you didn't have little change for the doctor to take care of you. So now this is your last chance. God will not come from heaven. You're on earth. Earth is your heaven because you know whether you die today or tomorrow, you go to either hell or heaven. So the life you live here today, that's the heaven for you. If you make it hell for you, it's going to be hell. Thank you. Vote Alexander B. Cummings for a better Liberia.
Thank you very much. Thank you,
sister.
Okay, and here we are again. I'm in Georgia, and as usual, your general is here, and we'll be having a town hall meeting tomorrow. And we will be having a town hall meeting tomorrow. and I will be carrying it live. Thank you very much. The program was nice, and I respect the people of Georgia. They show up, and they did what they should have done. And guys, we all know that Mr. Cummings is the best. You don't need to be a rocket scientist to understand that he is the best. This man is not a typical politician. This man tells us exactly what we want to hear, the truth. This man is saying that if you work harder, you will enjoy Liberia. This man is saying that if you're in America and if he's president and you want to act like Bishop, don't waste your time. And I will tell you this, and I will tell you the real truth. I don't think there is anybody in America who make $5,000 a month will want to go and work for $4,000 under the Cummings administration because you'll be stealing. So, bulk of Mr. Cummings will be in Liberia, but I will tell you today, Mr. Cummings is the best choice of Liberia. He's for the best choice. And he said, look, we're not going to just put our resources everywhere. We're going to be strategic. Mr. Cummings is saying that we need a better education. But before you get a better education, you need to get a better teachers. That means you have to train the teachers first. When you train teachers, then you will get a good education. It's not just to build a school. Mr. Cummings said, oh, we need electricity, we need drinking water, we need internet. That's the one that's going to carry us. We're not talking about just jumping all over the place. We're talking about job creation. If there's no light, there's no job creation. No light, no good school. No internet, no good school. So without light, we will not bring foreigners in to operate. And what Mr. Cummings want from us? Bring people to Liberia, open business. Government will be maybe 10% employer, but not to just employ everybody. So it's not that we're looking for jobs. There is no way we can leave our country, live like America, where I'm hustling. I can make 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, and then go to Liberia to work for $4,000. How will I pay my bills? What I want a good justice system. I want a good business system. I want to go to Liberia and carry my business and operate with ease and peace and pay taxes and help other Liberians. I want to live in Liberia. I'm not doing it because I'm out. I want to live in Liberia. So let us do the best. This year, let us make the difference as Liberians. Let us make it. So don't worry, I'll be going to Liberia. And don't forget, this is the pin here. If you need a spin, you get in contact with me, you will get it. And you generally need your support because in Liberia, we got to get some data, we got to pay some stuff, you know. So that's how we do things. So it's o'clock. But the ramp, I want to report, they posted the 1 billion, they said they brought it up. Who said it 1 billion? You'll be there when it was. We have to beat me. Is it a man book a ticket fatter? He cancel it. Thank you. The man book a ticket fatter. He cancel it. Yeah. The man gonna go launch the bogey like bro. Why you can go launch it? Okay, guys.
They said they'll be me mattress. I
will be careful. You're not seeing no blood. Yes. They put a mattress over you to be you good.
Oh, they will tell you.
Yeah, that means you're not fit. Okay, guys. Tomorrow I will be carrying the town hall meetings live. And if you have questions to the town hall meeting, just send it in and I will let them read it. But we'll do everything possible that you watch it. So I asked Mr. Cummings questions too. And don't forget, and it's something that we decided to bring up, we need people to adapt the precinct. We need people to help with finance. The pool washer is one of our biggest problems. We cannot allow Mr. Cummings to dip into his pocket or the party. We need to help. So I just propose that we can adapt a precinct for $300. Mr. Alva, where is he? What about? Alva, Toba. Oh, yes.
It's a no man's land.
Yeah.
Once you saw, I gave Lofa County 5 megaphone, you 5 megaphone, and the other one, the 15 megaphone, no, 17 megaphones we give. So
what are you giving the general show?
Man, you don't like Liberia.
I go in there. But I gotta go far, or I need data, I need internet, I need earth. You gotta be careful.
Man, I'm going to do all the thing on Mr. Cummings.
You need to get security.
Man, don't worry. I'm gonna say a rebel. Or don't for the war, but a rebel.
What can I bring you? My man, when you don't even see you want to come in. After I was tough, but I remember when I had AK-47, I treated.
So guys, we talk about the pool watcher. So start to save money if you're a Cummings supporter, you're ANC, CPP supporter. $300 will help a polling center or precinct. So we need your help. And before the election, because the pool washer is the most important thing, and we all need to contribute towards that. So I want to say thank you very much for watching. As usual, this is a general. I know people, I'm sorry, some people have been saying that, oh, I've been off for some time, but things are okay, don't worry, things are fine. We will be on air, we're on the True FM, and we'll be broadcasting Monrovia and Grand Bassa, Nimba County. So guys, thank you very much. Without you, I won't do this. But because of your support, I'm out there. That is why we all sacrificing. There's nothing else, nothing more. There's no finance behind it, but we're only doing it because we want the best for Liberia. That's all I'm doing it for. So I want to say thank you. My hat's off to you. I love you. Have a good day. God bless you. And tomorrow, the town hall meeting, please, if you live, if you own my live, you can. So thank you very much and have a good day. Bye.